So good evening all. We'll be starting the session in another 2 minutes. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So good evening. Today we're going to start one of the new series, and this series will be created. This is a series which is I'm creating for all the internship guys who like to do project using the Python. What is this series all about? This is a series of Python, data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, data science, as well as the Django and all. In this series, my objective is to give the idea about how you can do the project using the Python and Python related technology. So before I start this Python series, I would like to start with the basic thing that what the Python is all about. And once I discuss about the Python, next thing will be to understand the various features, various application, and why this Python is all about. Like that, we are going to learn step by step about how to execute the project also. GKTCS Innovation has created a wonderful project for the guys who are like to do internship now. We have a plan for interns as well as those guys who are interested for the PG level certification, means postgraduate level certification. That program also we have started right now. We have three things which we started recently. One thing is the Prime subscription for all the courses. If you like to access the courses which include the videos, which include the presentation, which include the assignment, test, and many more things. You can also have the self-learning with the help of these particular packages. I'll be discussing about those packages after this session itself. But let me start with the today's session right now, that what is this Python is all about. So let me start why I have chosen this subject, Python. Most of us know that there are many languages available, like the C, C++, Java, .NET, and many more languages are there for the project. But I'm advising you to go for the language which is a high level and the language which is very, very, very fast for execution purpose. Let me know why I'm saying this language, the Python. This is not the simple like a you can say programming language, or this is not just the object-oriented programming language, or this is not just simple scripting language. This is beyond that. What is that beyond that means? This is a language which we call as a general purpose, interpreted, interactive, object-oriented, high-level programming language. Now, this is an object-oriented scripting language also. Now, when you say object-oriented scripting language, what does it mean? Now, when you say object-oriented programming means here, everything what you will see in this case is an object. Okay, so firstly, what is Python? Python is a general purpose, interpreted, interactive, object-oriented, high-level programming language. Now, the question comes to our mind, what is the general purpose means here? When you say general purpose means you can perform any task now. Now, this is a very, very important point in this language, that what kind of task you can perform now. Can you use a Python for creating the Google search engine? The answer is yes. You can create one of the fastest search engine like the Google search engine. Can you use a Python for financial transaction? Again, answer is yes, you can. Can you use a Python for a web programming? Answer is yes. So the language is created for general purpose here. And that's what the benefit of this language now. Now, what is the other purpose of the Python? One thing is a general purpose, and other thing I will say it's a domain specific language. There are other languages, like for example, you have the language like R language, HTML, MTL, and many more languages like that. They are language for specific purpose. Now, when you talk about HTML, it is for the web programming. When you talk about SQL, it is for the database programming. R is for data science itself. So this is the language like, for specific purpose. That's what we call domain specific language. And the language like C, C++, Java, Go language, Python, that comes as a general purpose language. So I hope you are clear with the difference between the general purpose and the domain specific language now. Next thing is, I say the Python is an interpreted language. What is interpreted means now? What is the difference between the interpreted and the compiler based language? Now, when you say interpreted means you can quickly execute something, like you write a one-line code and you get the response here. But behind that interpreter, there is a compiler which is running the code. Now, every line in the Python is a C program internally. The Python language itself is created using the C language. Although Python has a two more flavor, that is Jython and IronPython. Jython is created using the Java language, whereas when you talk about IronPython, it is created using the C#. So that way you can have the access to the C# library using the IronPython, and you can have access to the Java library using the Jython. So, but the look wise, if you look at it, the Jython will look like a Python again. The way the syntax is almost like a Python. So there are two more interface. Very few people are aware about the Jython and very few people are aware about the IronPython also. Although Python is becoming so popular because of the library. Let me know why Python. I will be discussing about like why Python and what kind of project you can do it in this session itself now. So I hope you understand what is interpreted. Interpreter means line by line execution. Whereas the compiler, when you talk about compiler means you can have the multiple lines of code and you compile it and then execute here. Like in the C, C++ and Java, they are compiler based languages here. So you need to write multiple lines there and then you execute here. The language is interactive. The benefit here, the interactive means here you write one line and you get immediate response here. And Python is providing you the interactive shell also. Although we have many more interactive IDs available for Python. Other than the Python default ID, we have an ID from the Anaconda. You can use Anaconda distribution system. You have a distributed the platform which allows you to use a notebook or Jupyter notebook, you can say. We do have a Qt console in that. We have Spider into that. So like that, there are many more interactive shells are available. So the language is so interactive that anyone can learn quickly from this particular shell itself. The language is object-oriented. What is object-oriented means here? When you say object-oriented here, like everything you will see in the Python is object. The question comes to our mind that what is object here? Object is something where we talk about like the car. What you see is an object now. Let's take the example of, let's say, Alto car, or you take the any car which you see it, that's the object. But what is class then in that case? Class is something which is a blueprint of the object now. So whatever the blueprint you're seeing, that is the class. In this class, you can define the data types, you can define the methods, so it's like encapsulation of data and method together we call class. So something which is design part, which is user specific, you can design. Okay, class is also called as a user defined data types. Whereas object, what you see is something which is visible, is an instance of a class now. So let us understand in the Python case, whatever you are going to use, whether it is a list, tuple, dictionary, all that are object, means they are inherited from some classes now. So whenever you're using the list, means already the list class is available. Whenever you are using the tuple or you are using the dictionary, any data type you are going to use, they all are already defined in the Python case. And that's why This language is object-oriented scripting language. Let me do some more thing about the object-oriented scripting language here. What is that here? Like, language like a shell scripting. Now, is the shell scripting is object-oriented scripting language? The answer is no. Although it is a scripting language, but it is not object-oriented scripting language. Now, what is the benefit of having the scripting language? The benefit of scripting language is you can do the thing quickly. You write one line and you done the execution for that. For example, if you want to copy the file from source path to destination path, if you write the same program in the C++, the number of lines of code will be almost, you can say, almost 8 to 10 lines of code for copying the file from source path to destination path. But that is not a case in the case of shell scripting. You simply write a CP, source path, and destination path. Now, what the CP, source path, and destination path means, it is something a command, right? We say it is a command, but that is written using the C language internally. So that command is a script here. Same way in the Python, whatever the lines of code you write is a command internally. So that command is internally a program then, right? So now what happened in this case? You just need to write a command and the execution is done automatically for you. The language is high level. Now this is a very interesting thing. What is high level means here? Although other languages are also high level, like Java, C++ we call as a high level, but then this language is more high level. It means it is more human-centric language here. Now this is a language created for all the programmer to write it quickly. So you can understand the English language. It's like a natural language. The language is more natural. You can just simply write it like an English language then. And that's why this language is called more high level language than the C++ and Java also. Okay, something. Just a second. Okay, so now let us understand the next part. What is the difference between the programming and the scripting languages? I have given you the example like the Java is considered as a programming language, which is an object-oriented programming language, whereas Python is considered as an object-oriented scripting language. Now here, every line is very powerful in the case of object-oriented scripting language, because internally there is a program. What you see is a high-level thing in this case. Now, how do you use this Python and from where to get the interpreter, this ID and all? So you have two options available. One thing is you can download from the python.org, where you will get the default Python ID available, and you have a default library also. The other option which I generally recommend is Anaconda. Now, why Anaconda? The reason is this Anaconda is not just giving you the Python. It is also giving you the almost 800 packages of Python here, which are into data science, machine learning, and many more packages. So this is one of the source from where you can download this particular Python. So I have already taken the session on this, and you can look at the YouTube channel where I have shown how to do the installation part of the Anaconda and all. So I will recommend you to go to my previous videos where I have created the Python series and included all this topic in detail now. Now let me show you how exactly the things works in the case of Python here. I will be starting the hands-on part in the Python. So let me start the Anaconda here. I'm just starting the Anaconda, and there I'll go to store the hands-on part. So I'm starting the new notebook now. Sharing the new screen. As this is a workshop, so let me show this is like a notebook which I started, and this is for Python for internship. And here I can start writing the code. I already discussed about what Python is all about. Let me show with the hands-on now. You can simply start with the hello world command like welcome to Python internship. Now my objective is not to just to tell you about what Python and why Python, but to give the idea about the project also. But those guys who are joining the first time, I would like to just give a brief idea about what the Python with a hands-on session. So this Python, I just started this Jupyter notebook here. Here you can write the short script. You can just type whatever like you want to do some calculations and all. You can quickly perform it. You can have these things available. You can try something special thing like you have a let's say 2 to the power 10,000s, and you can see the result quickly. I hope the screen is visible. Right. So let us see the power of Python with the help of hands-on now. Python allows you to do the thing quickly. Now we have a string, let's say, welcome to Python. Now this string is itself is an object now. As I say, everything in Python is object. Let us see how it is. I will just say upper. Now what is upper here? Upper is a method for this particular string now. And you can see this particular string got got modified as a uppercase. You can simply store this result as a S1. So the result will be like S1 with a new string now. I just created a new string by modifying the properties and say like dot upper. Okay, so before that, let me save this as a first S equal to, let me copy this as a string, and then I'll put this as a S1. So this is my string, original string, and this is my updated string now. What you observe in this case, that string got modified here. The string S1, I can perform, or the S itself, let's say, I can perform various action quickly. What action I can perform? I can access the welcome. How to access the welcome? I can simply say, start with a 0 index, and the welcome, let's say it's having the 9 characters, and see the result now. We got, total 0 to 9. Let us have the 7 here. You get the welcome. What I did here is a subscripting. String itself we call as an object in the Python case. Okay, so let us understand that everything what you see is an object. Let's take the example of list now. List is something like you can take the L1, or let's say books. Books is example where you just put the square bracket and you say hello, or okay, let me give the example like Python. Let's say there is a book like data science, machine learning, and so on. What this books is all about? This books is a list, right? How do you know? You just find out. It's a list. Just a type and you'll get the response here. And it has there are various properties available here now. What are the properties and how do you know the properties of these books now? The properties can be seen by just putting the dir, put the dir here and just say books. You get the response. And here you can see the various methods associated with the list itself. So are you getting like how the list is working? Okay, so let me show you something better about this now, books itself. What you can do with this help of books now? You can perform various tasks. I want to access the first books, so it will be 0, the first index. I would like to modify it. It's just very quick. I can simply give the value to the new books. Let's say it's artificial intelligence. You just type it and see the result is done. How fast it is. Python is so popular because of the way you can respond. You can see every line I'm executing, I can see the result also. That way the interactive language is interpreted and interactive. It is object oriented. Every line what I'm typing is an object here. You can look at the help of these books. You will see that books is a object of the type class. Class is there behind every object here. There's a class list, and the list is inherited from the object. So object is a superclass here now. Okay, so now let me show something more. What action you can perform? You can have the books. Let's take the books. Now these books you want to quickly sort. You can do that and see the result. It's already in the sorted order as of now. But if you want to do something reverse, you want to reverse the data, or you can reverse sort also. Both options are available. We do the reverse. So now, whatever the action you want to perform, you can perform it quickly with the help of the object-oriented feature of the Python here. If you have something like tuple, or there are different types of data itself in the Python case, and there are many more actions which you can perform. So before I discuss more about the theory part here or the hands-on part, let me come to the why Python is becoming so popular now. So I'm coming to the again some more theory part here. Why Python is so popular? Just now I have given you an idea and shown you, like, I just use an Anaconda here, and in the Anaconda I shown like how I could how I could write the code quickly. Just I wrote a hello world, then I wrote the list also, I wrote a string and string methods. Then I just see like what are the methods are there string. If you just put the dir, you'll get all the methods of the string also. And I have shown you the methods related to even the list also. That way, every object you look at, whether it is a file, whether it is a dictionary, whether it is a even the class itself, you will see many more features are available. We need to explore and understand how the Python is all about. So how you can learn the Python? Python you can learn more with a hands-on session. More the hands-on session you do on the Python, more you will know about the Python here. And you can explore the various methods which are already associated with the existing class first. First, you understand the existing object, and then next thing will be to create your own object using the feature of object-oriented programming in the Python. Now, let me tell you why Python is so popular. Python is popular for many more reasons. I'll say one of the major reasons is the Python is the most productive language now. Now, what is productive language means here? Now, there are many languages like C, C++, Java. Are they not a productive language? The answer is yes, they are also productive language, but then I'm saying this is a more productive language. Why this is more productive language? What actually the productive language means here? Something which you can do quickly. Like you have a certain task to perform and you can perform in a short duration. And this is a language to perform the task in a short duration. I'll give a scenario here. Let's say you have one e-commerce project or something which is a web-based project is there. You have two options. One option is using the Spring Hibernate Java, or other option is like a Django framework, which is a Python-based web framework now. Now, using the Django framework, if these are some tasks which is like a web-based task, like obviously Django framework is the popular one for the creating the web-based task. Using the Django framework, the task which you will be doing it will be just in a 10-15 days time. For the same task in the Java, it is going to take almost 2 to 3 month time. Now you can understand the time now. Here, the time required is very, very less compared to the previous other languages which are there now. Why it takes less time here? It is the only reason is in the case of Python, you need to write a less code here. The code are so short and the language is so dynamic that you don't require to spend your time to writing the each and every lines of code here. There are a lot of things which are already available. You have a rich setup library available. You have a dynamic typing, like you simply provide the values and then interpret, understand it. You don't require to say this is integer, this is float, this is string, this is static, static public. All these things you don't require to say to the Python interpreter. Interpreter understand based on the value. You provide the value, you just say the integer value. I did not mention anywhere that this is the integer, this is a float. Interpreter understand it. And in this case, the integer, float, string, they all are object. And as a result, the things have we have a more dynamism in this case. Python has I will say Python is having such a big community that you will see that global level. It has the this particular Python has the largest community available. Every company, whether you go for the IBM, Cisco, or any company, Samsung, Google, you take any company, I will see there are some community members are there from those company available for the Python library. Either you are using the Python for automation testing, or you are using Python for the web programming, or for the database programming, or for the data science, or for machine learning. So all that things is available in the Python. The language is very easy to learn as well as for the usage. It doesn't require much time in this case. It's very easy to learn now. Now, why it is easy to learn? Because I just say it's very quick. I have shown you the demo. Like I just started up print hello world. Whereas in other language, you have to write a complete syntax for simple hello world itself. You have to compile and then execute. So it takes at least 4 to 5 minutes to understand the hello world in the case of other languages. Whereas here, with just a few seconds, you can just say print hello world and done. That way it is so fast here. So very easy. The lines of code you write is very less, and it's a very language is very natural language like the English, you can say. And the code, whatever you see, they are all indented code. As a result, we say the Python has a code readability. The language is very much mature. What does it mean actually? Mature means here the language is there from you can say long time. It started in 1990, 1989 to 90. That time the first project of the Python started. So almost now you can say 31-year-old language, right? 31-year plus you can say. Now that way the language is not something which has come recently. It is there from long time now, and that's why you will see lots of video tutorials are available. You have plenty of documentation, the online tutorial. There is a huge community who is working for that, and you will see lots of blogs are available. So you have a support from the community now. You have a support for the library. Now, based on your interest, based on your experience, you have a choice now. Whether you like to use a Python for a visualization of data, you have a Matplotlib LIB available. You like to use for the let's say the SciPy for, you can say, the science and mathematics, or you can say for the web scraping, or you want to use for the numerical array manipulations or the web programming. For all that thing, the library is available. There is a flexibility. The Python has a flexibility for the career now. Now this is here I'm going to take some time. This is a very, very important point which I'm trying to share with you. What is flexibility here? And this is what I love about the Python. Python has given me freedom to choose my career also. Like if I'm interested in a web programming, I can select the library related to web programming like Django, Flask framework, Pyramid framework. So I have a choice to go become a web developer using the Python. If I would like to go for the, let's say, GUI programming, I have a choice to go for the Windows programming also. If you like to go for the automation for any task you want to perform, like maybe the test automation or network automation, whatever the automation you want to perform, there is a library for that. So that way you have a choice. This gives you flexibility and the freedom. It allows you to go for even the game development. If you are very much interested in the game development, you have a huge library for the game development also. I'll be sharing you those kind of library which is available now. This is a language for rapid web framework. Now you will see the language has created the rapid web framework like Django, Flask, Pyramid. All these are the fastest framework available now. You can quickly start with the Django and start web programming, or you can go for the micro framework. So Django is little bit, you can say, a large framework, right? Whereas the Flask is a micro framework. For the game development purpose, what is the choice you have? You can go for the library like PySoy for the 3D games, or you can go for the Pygame, and many more other libraries will be available. One of the, I can say, the most important feature of the Python, using this Python, you can do the big data analysis. Now, this is what the today's trend is. Every company, whether it's a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you take all those social media company or all the big company, they're producing huge amount of data, something a data which is in the petabytes of data, you can say. Now, this data is so important that all the company would like to take some benefit from this data now. We like to take some customer information. We like to analyze and understand the customer. So for that, the Python is supporting a lot now. Python is giving you a powerful library for big data analysis, and that is the PiSpark. This library will allow you to read the big data, like the Spark library is there in the case of Java, which is like Java, we have Scala and the Spark. Same way, we have a PiSpark library, which is created using the Python as well as using the Scala. Now, there is a combination in this case. There is a Spark and Python combination. That's why it's called PiSpark here. You have a basic library like NumPy available, machine learning library like scikit-learn available, Pandas library for data science or expert data analysis. You have a library for the neural network programming also, like TensorFlow. It's Google libraries. And then you also have a library like for the computer vision, for the image processing, like OpenCV here. And for the GUI programming, as I say, you can go for the TK-Inters, WXWidget, Kiwi, PyQt. What about web scraping? You have a library like Beautiful Soup, Scrappy, LXML, Request, Selenium, URL library. All these libraries will allow you to read the web data and scrap the data. I mean, you can extract the information from the web URL. You can read the web URL. You can see, like in the case of Selenium, is one of the powerful library for automation, web automation testing, and that will also help you for the you can say the web, like a web automation means you can test your website in this case. Now, if you want to go for embedded programming, we have tools available like Raspberry Pi. This Raspberry Pi, you can write a script and you can try to write a script for some devices. So device-web programming also can be done using the Python, because Python, as I say, is written using the C language, so it has an interfacing with the C language also. So that way you can see like that way you can see the best thing about Python is like you can do anything, right? You have a flexibility, it's a language which is open source, it's a freely available, it has the biggest community available, and whatever the thing you want to do it, there's a choice available now. Okay, this was about the why Python and all those things which I say, why Python is so popular. And as I say, like again, like the open source language, you don't require to pay for the license fees here. Okay, so that's it about the Python here. Now I'll be discussing about the internship program in the Python. Although there are many more things to learn, but then I have to skip for the Python here and start the internship program now. So if any question is there, you can write in the comment. Let me see my team member is there or not. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, the question is like, can we have mobile development? The answer is yes, possible. There is a library available for the mobile development also, but then it's not that popular in the market as of now. But mobile automation, if you look at the library, like which is supporting for the APM and all, that's very popular for the mobile automation testing. But when you say look at the development, there is a library available for mobile application development also. So let me tell you about the our internship program. Kajol, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm there.
Okay. Okay. So let me. Okay, this is something which the screen which I share is, yeah. This is a new screen now. Kajol is working as our the developer here in GKTCS. He was working as an intern in our company. She will tell you about like the internship program in GKTCS. So Kajol, can you tell about the internship program in GKTCS?
Yes, sir. Hello. Hello.
Yes, Kajol.
I'm
Yeah, you
audible.
can. Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Hello everyone. I'm Kajol, working as a software developer now in GKTCS. Firstly, I was joined here as a intern only. Okay, it was really a great experience uh, while that duration. I just want to share you some our new feature we have, product internship thing we have implemented on our website, that is on GKTCS website. Firstly, I just want to tell you what is an internship. Okay, and first I will go through the agenda. Okay, so first one is the what is an internship, why is an internship important, GKTC's motto behind internship. Okay, all the stuffs I'm going to cover, and will let you know what are the program we are going to provide for the intern. Okay, so what is an internship? Okay, internship are paid or unpaid position within companies that give you the chance to put your skill to work for a company. Yes. So when I was joined in GKTCS, that time I was like, the projects are really very difficult thing. I can't complete it and all stuff was going in my mind. But then also, when I joined here, I got the training. I got trainings on the very niche technologies like Django, Python and all. And while in college I knew what is Python, but I have only the bookish knowledge, not beyond that at all. So it was really very different when you work on a project in a college and you work a project with a company. Okay, so it is really very different. So I got the training, and then I performed very well on the live projects. They have given me many multiple opportunities to perform and enhance my skills. Yes. So, why is an internship important? Okay, so first is gain valuable work experience. Yes, you will gain really plenty of valuable experience over here. Second, explore a career path. Yes, career path is like, when you join a company, the thing in your mind is like, uh, I don't know how to do the coding. In college days, I was just surfing on Google, and I just copied it and then did my projects and all. But no, here you are going to explore multiple things. We will guide you how to use when, what, and all stuff. And not yes, the thing is what, everything is not taught it over here, like you have to write this and you have to write that. Even you have also, you should also grasp it quickly. Okay, so give yourself an age in the job market. Yes, yes, internship molds you to explore the job market. You will get to know what is the job market right now, what it is in demanding. For an example, now AI is really booming all over the world. AI, ML, data science. Yes. So yes, if you perform here with the GKTCS, we are going to give you live projects. Okay, for like AI based live projects. Even we have mentioned our projects on our homepage also, what projects we are providing and all. GKTC's motto behind internship. So gain first-hand exposure of working experience about the IT corporate, enhancing the skills of interns, molding interns into correct path, target-oriented strategies, working on life projects. Yes, as I have told earlier, also you are going to work on the life projects over here. Okay, so you will gain first hand exposure of working. Obviously internship is the first hand exposure, and you will get here as a IT corporate experience. Okay, so after completing the internship you will get the certificate, as well as more I think so. The knowledge is more important over here. You will get plenty of knowledge, and not only the knowledge, you will have the exposure also. Means the practical stuff, like you are working on the life projects. Yeah, the opportunity to learn more about yourself. Yes, you will get to know what, in which field, in which thing you are really very perfect. Yes, get connected and develop your professional network, transition into a full-time position. Yes, here in GKTs, yes, we do the transition as a full-time position also. And yes, the last is the prevent CV from going to trash. Yes, we also tell you how to build a CV and all, how to means when your CV will get strong when you have plenty of knowledge about the niche technologies which are booming in the market right now. Yes, internship projects. Project list of 2021 are the recommendation system, AI based digital marketing, chatbot application development, AI based event management, AI based content creation. Yes. I hope you know about the term like recommendation system and all. AI based digital marketing. Yes. Nowadays, the marketing is done through the machine only. The machine does the marketing. Okay. You just have to run the code, and you have to, yes, you have to write the code. So it will do the marketing properly. Okay. So we also taught you about the we will also, yes, chatbot application development as well as, yeah.
Yeah, I will give some more insight about this actually about the project here.
Yes sir.
As Kajal has said, about the project. Like, let me like the kind of project we are doing. They all are like automation projects. So like the automation, like nowadays everybody is looking for digital marketing. But do you know like what is more powerful than digital marketing? Why digital marketing? Digital marketing because see all the e-commerce site, whatever you see, these all e-commerce site require digital marketing. But do you know there is one solution called AI-based digital marketing now? Can you have the content creation using the artificial intelligence tool? The answer is yes. I have one video which I created, that digital marketing, like AI based digital marketing. There is a, that you can just refer the artificial intelligence based digital marketing video. You'll get the, like, what all thing you can do using the artificial intelligence there. Yeah. So Kajol, you can continue.
Yes, sir. Uh, yes. Uh, Next projects are online exam using recognition and movement capturing. Yes. Nowadays, even the students, yes, you all are the students now. Yeah. Uh, the students uh, do the means give their on exam through online only. Yes, so we are going to develop means a product n- on the recognition of the face. First, it will recognize our face, then only we can enter for the exam. And then after starting when the exam gets started, it will capture our movements, every movements, like we are changing our screen, or we are just the camera will get on and all. Okay, the AI based management, AI based trainer management, ERP, AI based design and thinking, AI based training consultancy, sorry. Okay, so
Okay.
there are.
Here also I'll give some more insight. Uh, what actually we are looking for, this is a need. This is not like we are just developing the project. We are developing the project which is based on the need only. Now, in the pandemic situation, you must have seen everybody is looking for the online examination. But there's a, very less trust for the, when you are going for the examination. Teachers or the university or the institution, they are actually thinking like, if someone do the cheating and all. So what is the solution for that? So there is a solution for that, that you can have the online, you can say exam, but with a, you can say the testing your face movement and all, so that the someone can monitor you, someone can check you, like whether you are really doing the exam or not. So this is what the online exam, using the face recognition and the movement capturing is there. Like that, what are the tools you see right now nowadays? They are not like AI based tool right now, but here we are trying to design all the tools which are artificial intelligence based tool only. For example, we have design thinking available, but we don't have the design thinking using artificial intelligence right now. Although it's a new concept, and we are trying to have the many more tools which are for the human centric. It is something like, you can say, created for the learners, created for the customer segment, the different types of customer segment here, and they're all very specific to the user. We say like, this is a particular product specifically for this particular user. So this way you will have an understanding about the various algorithms which are there in the machine learning, the algorithms related to artificial intelligence, or you can say the neural network programming or deep learning, and many more skills you are going to build while doing the internship in the GKTCS here. So this was giving you the idea about like what kind of a project and tools you can create during the internship. Now, how GKTCS started the internship and what are the plans are available. Before I share about the plan, let me show the website here, and where you will see that the internship plan is available. I'm just starting the gktcs.in site right now.
Sir, we can see only the PPT
Yeah, I'm
presentation.
just I'm just opening the site, and the site will be visible. Just a second.
Okay.
Yeah, now this is the home page. You must have seen that our portal get modified. We are continuously updating our portal. Even during the pandemic times, we added almost 15 projects during the pandemic time itself. And in this, we added those three more powerful projects. One thing is the PG course certification. The another one is a premier subscription, and third one is internship program. Now, today I'll be giving you the idea about internship program in the GKTCS here. If you click here, you'll get the access on the internship homepage. There you'll come to know that about more about internship program itself. Here you can register it directly by clicking the click here for internship registration. Very simple process, like how to become interns in the GKTCS. Here you're not, we are not charging anything for the registration process here. This is like a free things to for registration. Once the registration is done, next thing is, okay, let me tell, like, let's say you're done and you will get the automatic email from the system again. Let me know whatever the project we have created. We are going to apply the artificial intelligence for every project here, whether it is a internship program or whether it is a prime subscription program or all the management programs. Everywhere we are going to use the artificial intelligence. You can see one of the application which is already available on our site, like a chatbot. You can ask the question to the chatbot, that is also created by GKTCS team only. So you get a chance to create an AI-based tool here using this internship program. Now let us see more about the internship program here, and you will come to know, like, here you will get the chance to learn as well as even I'll say very soon you'll get earn also. Last time when we started the internship, we have given the some you can say the benefit to the interns, that we are given certain points, like if you are performing certain tasks, you get the benefit in terms of, or you can say, remuneration also. So it's like a learning and earning. That is the kind of internship we provide in the GKTCS. And also we make sure that everyone get the practical skill here. So you get the valuable experience with a guidance. Here it is not just the guidance from the faculty or from the expert or from the corporate, but also from the system now. So we create a system where system is also guiding you now in this case. So that is the way the internship in the GKTCS is much more different or unique as compared to the anywhere else in the world. Why I'm saying anywhere else? Because the kind of project we created, if you see it, you'll come to know this is a very, very unique program or project which we created in the GKTCS now. So let me give the this project which we have a dashboard created for that. There are lots of projects which we already created. They are available on our portal also. But then you'll get the chance to create the new one. Right. So let me show you something which is a very interesting thing about the GKTCS. And before that, let me tell you about the plan which are available. Let's say you like to get the guidance from the mentors, or you like to have some training, but that all thing is a paid solution. They are not a free one. But if you want to go for the solution which is for the self-learning, let's say you want to go for the self-paced learning and you like to do the project using the system itself, it's a very, very cost-effective solution available. We call the bronze model for that. This bronze model has a several features available, like you get the recorded session, you get the premier contents, online tests, online certification, and many more features are there. Okay, so this is like a bronze model, and you can subscribe this model here, and you have the option, like you can go for the 2,000 rupees per month basis also, and you can simply pay for it, and you can simply start working on the project work. So that is a model available. Similarly, we have a silver models, which is where you get the instructor based. There's an instructor plus system involved in this case. So you have to understand the feature first. Like we have a live session in this case. Every month you get the 4 live session plus 1 hour internship, plus you get the system based guidance, and then every phase, like whether it is the analysis, whether it is a design, whether it is the coding, every phase you get some guidance. You understand, like, okay, this is the way the analysis should be done. These are tools for the designing. These are the best tools for the designing. These are the best practices for the coding. These are the best, so how to apply this best practice for coding? What is the kind of project should be done? How the design should be done? You will see the samples available for analysis, samples available for design, samples available for coding also, and what kind of coding should be done, what tools integration should be done. All that thing you will get in the system itself. So this is like the plan available for you. It's your choice whether you like to go for the silver based certificate, gold certificate, or diamond certificate, or bronze certificate. This is like plan created for all the interns across India, as well as now we are also starting for other country also, and that we are going to launch another month, where you will see even the someone interns from the USA, from UK, or other country. They are doing the internship work. This internship is the pathway for your career now. Here you are going to build the career in the artificial intelligence, machine learning, full stack development like Django, and many more. So you have the options available now. So I think Kajol, if you can, do you want to share your screen, or shall I log in here?
Sir, yes, you can give me
Or
access.
okay, otherwise, let me show that in a presentation itself first, and then
Yes,
the login can be done.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So, given you the idea about like there is a plan available, there is a dashboard available. So, what does that dashboard look like? So, this we have changed now. Like every day we change. So, you will see the changes in the interface. The UI is been modified, and this is what the registration process. You already saw it. Every intern's profile will be recorded here. You can update your profile based on the skill. As you learn, your skill get updated here, and this is very useful for you also to understand how you are, learning what skill you are building. Your graph is created when you fill the profile. You'll be going for the online quiz here, and you will see like, okay, how is the skill, how is your skill for the Python, how is your skill for the Django, or how is your skill for the other technologies which are into project. Now you're not going to learn the technology first, you're going to learn the project, you're going to understand the project, and based on the project you are going to select the technology for learning. So the selection of technology of learning is comes later part. So there will be a test now. You'll be going for the test and understand, okay, where you are good, whether you are good in the Java, Python, which are the language. So you'll get the multiple options for the quiz. Afterwards, yeah, once the test is given and all, you'll go for the plan. So you're not going for the selection of the plan unless until you are giving the test now. Because if you want to go for the self-paced internship, we are assuming that you already know the skills. You already have the Python skill, you already have the Java skill, or sorry, Django skills, and you already know the data science and machine learning. So if you are the expert, if you already having the skill, you can directly go for the bronze plan. But if you are not, then my recommendation will be go for the diamond plan. There you get the step by step access to the project, you get the guidance from the mentors, and the many more live sessions, like 16 live sessions are there per month, 4 hours mentorship in a month time. So you can select, okay, whenever you want. There's a schedule available for mentorship program. You can just select it and you'll get the mentorship program then. So like that, many more features we added in this case. So let's say you have purchased the plan now. Assuming you have purchased plan, what you can do in this case? First thing is, like, along with the guidance, you'll see the system here. And this system we are creating as an AI-based system now. The system for project creation, you'll get the project, like let's say you someone got the project in the recommendation system. So you are going to create a recommendation system with the guidance then. Or you have selected the project for chatbot, or the content curation, or something which is related to your interest. Okay, so that project list will be given to you, and from there you're going to select the project. Then once your project is selected, you'll have a certain models from that, like for example chat application model is there. You are get the the number here, that this is the person who will call the project. Your score will be there. You're going to check the, like, how you're performing for this particular application and all. Everyone need to perform the task here. Your project manager is going to give the task to you every day. You will get the point based on the number of tasks you perform. Every task you perform, you get the score for it, and that way you get motivated, you get encouraged for your task also. And if you are great enough to do the project work, we ourselves is going to hire you in our company. That is something which is an interesting part in the JKTCS here. It's not like we are just giving you the but then we don't give a job guarantee. The reason is like we should we are not sure like how capable you are, how hardworking you are, or are you consistent or not. So based on the your performance only, we can give the assurance. Without checking the performance, we cannot give you the guarantee of the job here. But what we can give is like the job assistance if required, and we can definitely give the proper skills, like we can build the skill for our company itself. See, what we the kind of skill we provide to you is something which even we want you to be strong, and these are all advanced level skills which you are building here. So you get the application, you can create application. Let's say you want to create application, you can even discuss with your team. There's a chat application creator on the dashboard itself, and you can have the discussion forum online. You can create a synopsis online here. You will know like the syntax of the synopsis, like how the you can say the journey, like synopsis journey. I think the Kajal will tell you about this part because she has already done this, so she can tell you more about this. Yes, Kajal.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Uh, Just give me 1 minute. I will just, yes. So first in synopsis, there are, first the project will get allotted when you purchase the modules. Okay, there are four, as sir have shown you. Okay, so after purchasing that, project is allotted. Project After a project is allotted, you the first step is to create the synopsis. Okay, so for that you have to fill some information. Project will come automatically over there, which is being allotted to you. Then you have to fill some fields which are given over here to create a synopsis. Yes, so next slide. Yeah. So first step of synopsis is to give some fields, and second is create a problem definition. So problem definition will include the brief introduction about the project to be developed, technology used, okay, field of project. So over here you will be guided what to be added in the problem definition, and how long should be problem definition, or objectives, or multiple steps, how much data should be there in it. Okay, the second is, there are multiple steps, as I have already told. The second is an objective, where you have to fill, yes, there is a block. You can see a block over there. I have written, this will describe the objective of desired project. So here you have to write the information, okay, what comes in the objective, okay, of your project. So you have to write over here. Even you can add the images, as well as you can create the tables. Everything you can do from this block only. Okay, so after that you have to submit. You will get, go to the next step. Okay, the next step is feasibility study. Then the next step is, yeah, create methodology and planning of work. Okay, the methodologies will include the steps to be followed to archive the objective of the project during the project development. Okay, so planning, yes, planning is really very important when you start with a project. Why? Because we should plan something, and then we can do it in a proper way. We should design it properly and all. So even you have learned in the software development, as well as there is a subject in which where you follow the waterfall model and all. Yes, second, the last is the create references. Yes, here you have to mention from where you have taken the references and all. So this is the means traditional steps which we have to follow for the synopsis, and which is really very important about for the project, our project. Why? Because we get to know in the depth actually what is required, but in detail we go into the project report. In detail steps are covered in the project report. Okay, so after creating the first synopsis, the if you want to update or select, you can also, there is a section below the fields, that select. If for an example, I have completed my synopsis and I just want to update the objective part, then I can select my project and then I can go for the objective part. Yes, so next. Yes, final synopsis. After clicking on the final synopsis, you can see the synopsis in a proper format, which is in, even you can download the synopsis in a PDF format. It will get automatically in the form of synopsis. Actually, what how the synopsis should be, it will you will get that type of only. Okay, yes, the main thing of the synopsis is you have to submit the synopsis for the approval. Okay, so after getting the approval, then you can move forward for the project report. And when you start with a project report, you will have multiple live sessions. As we have mentioned, whichever plan you purchase, For an example, if you purchase bronze, then you will not get a live session, you will not get any guidance and all. If you purchase diamond, it is really very good. You will get multiple sessions and multiple trainings on the modules which you are going to divide and complete your whole project. Okay. Yes. Okay, so first step for the project report is you have to create the diagrams. Yeah, while in college days, we used to think why we are drawing these diagrams. These are like, no, we don't want why we are doing, but no, it is really important because of that, we get to know the flow of it. Okay, what will be the flow, and we will get what is missing and what should be added. Yes, you will get the live sessions when you purchase the plan. Okay, the live sessions you can attempt from your dashboard only. Yes, there is a discussion forum from where you can discuss on any topic or any like for an example, you want to discuss about your project, you can discuss over here. You can ask a question, even you can reply of others questions answer. Yeah. Yes, notifications. You will receive multiple notifications on your dashboard that if you have given your profile to for the approval part, your synopsis for the approval part, or the project report for the approval part and all. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Project report journey. So first you have to select your project. First step is the select your project, which this project is allotted to you. Second step is the introduction. Second chapter, third chapter, proposed system. There are in introduction, it's not like that you have to create only one page. Like for an example, I'm working on the chat application, so I will give the introduction of chat application and all. No, we will guide you how should be created. Okay, so we will guide the every single step over here if you purchase according to the plan only. Yeah. The third chapter is requirement determination and analysis. Analysis is really very important for the project. System analysis and design, in which you are going to design the UML diagrams, which I have told you to design first, because yes, firstly, when you design it, you will get the flow. User manual, and then the last chapter is sixth chapter. After the completion of the sixth chapter, you have to submit your project code, and then you have to send for the approval part. After when you send for the approval, it's not like that it will in first approval in first in first only it will get approved. No, 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 it's not like that. If we think that the improvement should be needed, we will guide you, we will tell you here should the improvement should be needed, and you can do the improvement and then submit for the submit it. Okay, so after that you will after completing the internship, you will receive a certificate. Yes, and yes, your which project on the project you are working are going to be are going to get live on our portal if it is done in a proper format. Okay, so yes, thank you. So now you can
Thank
continue.
you, Kajol. And let me tell you here, guys, like, this project is just the beginning here. There's a lot of things which we are trying to do it, like, we are doing actually in the practically, like here we are using the DevOps tools here. For example, we are using the GitLab, GitHub, for the, working, in a community, like all the team members, like we have right now, they're already using this DevOps tool here. You'll also learn the Jenkins, like how we can use the Jenkins here. So the DevOps implementation will be done while doing the project. You'll also learn the best practices. So we are following some best practices here, like a PEP 8 standard. of the Python. So you will know like, okay, how the coding standard should be there. So when you say learning part, there's a lot of learning required when you do the development. How do you test actually? What are the way you can do testing? So there you'll understand like how the practically you are going to test this particular code now. How to deploy it? Like, because we have deployed the project. So you'll understand like what is the way you can deploy this project. And this project, whatever you are going to develop, we'll be deploying it if it is matching to our standard, or will help you to deploy. So that way, this, whatever the project you are going to do with the help of GKTCS team members, or the you can say the corporate people, you are going to get certain benefit in terms of the experience. You are going to get the certificate, you are going to get the skills here. So I believe on learning with a practice and learning with applying the skill. It's not just learning the skill, but you are going to apply here. And that's something which you can do with the help of the you can see the premier subscription which we have in the GKTCS internship here. And you have the choice now, like what kind of package you like to go for it. Although we will always recommend you to go for the diamond plan, because there you get the benefit from the expert who are doing the project, as well as from the system here. And every phase you will need those. If you are facing any problem, there is a mentor for that. So that's something which is very interesting about the GKTCS internship here. So now here we are concluding for the internship program here. But in case you have some question, we'll be discussing here now. So we'll have a discussion if there's a question here.